Hey friend, welcome to Breaking Free, 14 Days to Food Peace. This is a real conversation for the woman who's tired of starting over, afraid of food, and ready to feel like herself again. See, in this series, it's going to speak to the woman who's tried it all. She's tracked it all, and she feels like she's losing the battle with food, her body, and herself. Does that sound familiar? I'm Cassie Covey. I'm a coach, a mom, and a former all-or-nothing perfectionist who's finally stopped living by food rules and started listening to her body. See, in this 14-day series, we're talking about what really keeps women stuck. The shame, the spirals, the mindset, the habits, and how to break free without another diet or reset or, starting over every Monday. See here, each episode is short, honest, and designed to speak directly to the part of you that's exhausted, but not done. Let's get into it. Hey friend, episode 9, guilt after eating, even when you're not full. Welcome back to Breaking Free. This is a series for women who are tired of food rules, done with guilt, and ready to feel safe and at peace in their own bodies again. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever eaten something small? Maybe a sandwich, a snack, or just a regular meal, and then immediately, I'm talking immediately, you felt like you messed up. You weren't stuffed. You didn't binge. You didn't even break a rule. But still, you felt like you did something wrong. If that hits home, this episode right here, this is for you. Because here's the truth. You didn't mess up, but your mind is telling you that you did. Let's unpack that, all right? Guilt is learned. It's not natural. So first, let's look at where food guilt comes from. Are you ready? Because guilt, once again, it's not a natural response to eating. It's a learned one. Somewhere along the way, you were taught that some foods are bad. Some portions are just too much. Some eating behaviors are wrong. And most importantly, you were taught that your worth was tied to your ability to control it all. So even if you eat something totally normal, like a sandwich or a bowl of pasta, like your brain still runs the old script. Should I have eaten that? Do I need to make up for this tomorrow? I was doing so well, and now I've ruined it. But see, friend, you didn't ruin anything. You ate. Okay? So here's why eating without permission feels so wrong. And here's something that most women that we don't realize. See, guilt often comes when we eat something that we didn't plan for or we didn't get permission to eat. We feel guilty, not because the food was bad, but because it was spontaneous. It was untracked, unsupervised. Diet culture, it has conditioned us to believe that unless we've earned it, we've burned it, or we've calculated it, that food should come with shame. This is especially true when we eat outside of our normal times, without hunger signals, or when feeling emotional. But I want to tell you, food isn't something you need to justify. It's something your body needs. You're allowed to respond to that, even if it doesn't fit the rules, okay? Even if it doesn't fit the rules. I remember one time when I sat down and I made a sandwich, and with that sandwich, I had some potato chips. All right, I don't know how many were there. The thing about it was I ate the sandwich and I ate the potato chips, and I wasn't stuffed. I didn't eat a lot. But afterwards, this wave of guilt hit me so hard. Like so hard. Because I kept thinking, should I have eaten those chips with my sandwich? Because those chips really are like my go-to. Like they're a weakness of mine. And did I really need that? Like maybe now I'll just eat lighter tomorrow. And that's when it hit me. All right, it clicked. It took that moment. It wasn't about that sandwich and those chips. It was about the story that I had around food. It was about my relationship with food. I'd spent years believing that only certain things were acceptable. And anything outside of that, even something simple as a sandwich with some potato chips, like it triggered guilt. Like it seriously did. That moment taught me something so important. Super, super important. That the food guilt isn't about the food. It's about the control. It's about the identity. And it's about the worth. So let's get into separating food from your self-worth. Here's the most freeing thing I can offer you today. The most freeing thing. Okay, are you ready for this? You are not your food choices. Your body doesn't become less valuable when you eat carbs. You hear that? You can eat carbs. Like, your body's not less valuable. Your day isn't ruined by a snack. You don't need to make up for it tomorrow. And food doesn't define your discipline. It's not a moral issue. It's just nourishment. And when you start separating who you are from what you eat, let me say that again. When you start separating who you are from what you eat, that's when you start to heal. So how do we stop this guilt cycle? Here are a few gentle shifts that you can start making today. Today. Get your pen and paper, write these down. Number 1, normalize the normal. If you ate something satisfying and you didn't overeat, I want you to celebrate that. That's a win. Pat yourself on the back. Let's do it. That's success. That's not failure. Number 2, practice how you view the post-meal. How you view that. Don't analyze. Don't overthink. Just move on. Number 3, drop the makeup for it behavior. No skipping meals, no extra workouts, and no punishing thoughts. Number 4, speak truth over shame. Remind yourself, that was enough. I'm allowed to eat. I don't need to earn or erase this. See, these words, they might feel foreign at first, and that's okay. It's all right. Perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. See, what you're doing is you are unlearning years of programming. I'm going to say that again. You're unlearning years of programming. And this part, it takes practice. It takes a lot of practice. If you're tired of feeling guilty after eating, even when you didn't do anything, quote, wrong, if you're ready to let go of the shame and start trusting your body again, I want to let you know that you don't need another rule. You need permission to be human. See, you didn't mess up. You're not failing. You're just unlearning. Yes, you're unlearning. And that right there, my friend, that's the sacred work. That is the work that you so desperately need, is to unlearn everything that you have learned and beat yourself up over for all these years. If this episode hit home with you, send it to someone else who's stuck in this guilt cycle. And you know what? Save it for you. Because when that guilt cycle starts to hit you again and you're working through this process, play this again. Listen to it as many times as you need to, because this is a process. You're unlearning things, and this is a sacred work. Remember that. And come find me on Instagram. I would love to hear your story, and I would love to hear what shifted for you. I want you to remember, you're allowed to eat, and do it without apologizing. I'll catch you on the next episode. If this episode hit home, take a second to breathe. See, you're not broken. You're not failing. You're just stuck in a system that was never meant to support women like you. Like women carrying the weight of everyone else while trying to hold themselves together. I want to help you change that. So DM me the word weekend on Instagram, and I'll send you a resource, a next step, or just a reminder that you're not doing this alone. And if you know another woman who needs to hear this, forward her this episode. Share it with her, send it to her, screenshot it, put it in your stories. Let her know that she's not alone either. I'll see you tomorrow for the next truth that you didn't know you needed.